I'm here at Hednesford with Matt Newsom, superstar driver. Last night...
Is that what I am?
Apparently, yeah. Last night, didn't go out for the final.
No, a bit gutted really. I got engine trouble with my car. Felt really fast in the 2 heats, and it's always when it happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have some bad meetings during the year and it never goes wrong then, but last night I felt really good last night, and yeah, the car had got a noise when I come off after the heat, and it just weren't worth risking. So I said to my dad, look, let's take it home and have a look at it, and I wasn't going to race today, and I mean, credit to John Thompson, he sort of said race mine. I said no, it's your car, John, you race it, you know, you should. But he was like, no, I don't want to race, you race. So here I am.
That's fair play, isn't it? Because it's a long way for you to come from. How far is it from your house to Buxton?
5 hours. So yeah.
So across to here, you're in John's car.
Yeah.
So talk us through this morning. What have you done?
Not a lot really. Just change gears, like, because the two tracks are so different. Change gears. I give the car once over, but I do that anyway, even for John. To be fair, went on the scales and checked it all, but to be fair, just off I go racing. So yeah.
You feel comfy in it?
Yeah, to be fair, it was mine, so obviously it was made for me, and obviously I feel at home in it. Yeah. It's typical Hednesford though. Like I just said to my dad when I come off, I said, it feels brilliant, but like I got 8th. But when I looked down there, I think there was, I don't know, top 4 were yellows, then 2 blues and a red. It's like, well,
that's stoppages.
No, that's the trouble.
Yeah.
No, so it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Score some points.
To you after the final win.
Let's hope so.
Okay, moved across the pits to George, local track. How long did it take you to get here?
What, with
traffic?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, nightmare.
First meeting of the year last night. How did it feel?
Hang on, let me just get this script. Yes, it was really good, thank you.
George?
No, I struggled last night. The setup was off on my part, you know. Buxton of old was always, you know, you always get the feeling of Buxton and you know exactly what to expect of Buxton, and it didn't feel like Buxton, but you know, I embrace change and I understand why they've done it, and they've done a fantastic job, I'm not going to lie. And you know,
everyone was in the same boat last night.
Yeah, and some folk have got to, you know, the setup was closer and mine wasn't, so. Oh well. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so we've just had heat 1.
Yeah.
Okay. We were just talking to Matt, and he says around here with no stoppages, it's hard from the back of the grid, isn't it? I
must say, starting from the back, you're coming down the front straight here, front straightaway, and you're looking at the lower graders, and they seem like 2 mile away. Yeah, and when you get going, you can see them coming out of a turn 4 when you're just coming out of turn 2, and you think, oh my god. But you've got to get your head down, because you make one mistake, you're getting nowhere near. So yeah.
Well, we'll see what the next 3 races bring.
Yeah.
Or maybe a couple of stoppages all the way through.
Oh, I'm pushing. You know, this is my track. This is, you know, I love coming here, and you know, I'm not going to stop at nothing to try and win.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty good to be fair. I thought I was on for it yesterday, or a podium at least, and then James Morton caught me on the right rear and had a slow puncher, so we started going backwards. Had a good night last time, we had another good day today, so it's good.
Brilliant. At one point, you weren't closing on Jordan, and then all of a sudden you just seemed to get another gear.
Yeah, I think it's more me, to be fair, getting used to a new car. Once I was in my room, I found it really well and managed to get by quite nicely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, fantastic win.
Thank you very much.
Lap down from the Grand National.
I'm quite keen for that, actually.
Yeah, well, Anton family have put extra money on it. There's some fantastic trophies, so from a lap down.
Let's do it, yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, right. Final, 3rd. Yep. That was a good race, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good race. As you know, the car's still quite new, so yeah, we're really happy with it. Really happy with it. We're changing things all the time, and got Murray here today because Ryan's racing with RJ, karting.
He's karting, isn't he, this weekend?
Murray's doing a bit, and
brilliant.
Yeah, we're making progress. Yeah.
Good. You seem to break away from the Reds, well, Superstars and Reds obviously, and left them to fight it out. Just couldn't quite, you needed a stoppage, didn't you?
I felt the left rear growing that. So
Did
we
you?
were ballistic at the start with the stagger that we started at.
Yeah.
As soon as that left rear grew and just knocked that bit of stagger out, a bit too much for what we wanted.
Yeah.
You can feel it straight away. It's like someone flicking a switch.
Really? Is that instantaneous?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So we'll probably make some changes for the National and
So you
try
get
and push
on?
forward, yeah.
Okay. National, it's a special one, isn't it?
Yep.
You've had unfortunate news this week, losing your granddad. So this National is for Brian. You've got some fantastic trophies. And there's some family members. I've just seen Uncle Nigel.
Yeah, I know, we've got him back here.
I know. You've done better.
Well, last year he popped his head in a few times.
Yeah.
He come to the British that last year before. He pops his head in and out, but I said, you're getting involved this meeting.
This is one.
So
This is the one, so.
we'll do the Grand National for Grandad and put some trophies on and a shield for the to be passed down every year. So let's hope it's a good race.
Okay, brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
So we've just interviewed Ant and I've found Nigel Wharton. Nigel.
Good afternoon.
It's been a few years.
A long time.
Yeah?
Too long.
I've heard you've done a couple of meetings, but
I've kept my eye on Anthony. Yes, I've
Yes.
been down here two or three times.
and what do you
throughout the
think?
years.
What do you think to it now? From decades ago.
I think it's still the competition. It's very close. So no, I think it's going in the right way. It's very entertaining.
It's still a spectacle, isn't it?
It is.
It's the
It's,
pinnacle of oval racing, isn't it? I know we're a little bit biased, but it kind of is.
No, the racing's been very good this afternoon, even though there's only a few cars.
Yeah.
It's still been very entertaining.
Yeah, good. As for the technology, from when you raced a little while ago to now, do you think obviously the basics are still there, but what's the biggest change that you can see?
The money.
Is it?
I would think so. No, but it's racing and things move on. I think it was difficult in any era that you raced. You was racing against the same sort of cars, so as it moves on, you've just got to move with the technology.
Go with the evolution of it, isn't it? There's still
Absolutely.
always going to be your top drivers at the top, you know. Now the gaps do change a little bit, but you're still aiming for those flashing lights, aren't you? Which he's got. Are you proud?
Yes, no, very proud that he's following in the footsteps of my father and I, and we do support Anthony.
Yeah.
And he's making a good job.
Brilliant. And like I said, we've just done the final, Grand National. It's going to be a special race. So,
Yes, my mother wanted to sponsor one for my father,
Yeah.
a testimonial, which is quite fitting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's the fastest guy is going to win it.
there you go. Well, fingers crossed for Ant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good
Cheers.
stuff.
Sandra's son, about some old Brian who's out there this afternoon in car 408. So no doubt he'll be keen to try and finish on the podium here. He's had Grand National League 4. So Ray Jones in 186. 10th was Luke Rich in car number 1. 11th was Tom Bennett in 213 in 12th place.
Okay, Jordan, just come off the scales, Grand National victory, 2 very nice trophies.
Yeah, it was a memorial race for Brian Wharton, and great to be the first one to win that. I can relate to Ant. I said on the infield, obviously my granddad passed away a couple of years ago and he's involved in the sport, so obviously the amount of support and stuff you get from everybody, it floods in, and like I say, it doesn't make it any easier, but I knew how I was feeling, sort of thing.
It's the old cliche, we're a big family, aren't we, so people want to look out for each other and feel it, so
yeah, I mean, Nigel obviously raced with my dad, and then obviously me and Ant, so obviously it's generation to generation, it's all rolling down and keep going. But I think for a yellow flag, I think Ant might have got me, but
he was trying, he was pedalling, he did try hard, but no, it's all yours. So a good day all round, heat and national. Are you happy?
Yeah, very happy. In the second heat, I must have caught the fuel tap when I won the first heat when I was getting in and out, and turned the fuel off. That's why it cut out. So that was my bad, unfortunately. And then in the final, I thought I was away, and then it started to go off a little bit. Probably the second half of the race, I was probably trying too hard and trying to get away and make a mistake. And then Callum come past and then managed to hang on, and good points again for the day and good night last night. So all round a great weekend back in England, really.
Good weekend. Okay, so what's the plan next? Over in Venray?
So I go out to the States on Friday to visit a friend who had a bit of an accident. So I should get back on the Friday of Skegness, so maybe do Skegness and Venray, or hopefully all being well. But next one would be after that. Is it UK Open maybe?
UK, double. So hopefully we'll see you Good Friday.
Definitely.
Okay, well
Thank
done.
you. Cheers.